Did you enjoy the final battle? You don't even have to limit it to the final battles. Did you just enjoy the battles?
The fight scenes. I mean, I kissed my teeth because I was just like, there's nothing super, you know, engaging about it. Nothing made me want to think like, yo, I need to see this on YouTube multiple times. Like I said, as an avid watcher of anime, I watch a bunch of fighting scenes. I'm like shonen battle watcher all the way. I watch all the shit. This did not do it for me. I'm not saying it wasn't satisfying, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's a fight scene. And I like the part that okay, he was not invincible by no part. He took blows. He got shot at one point. You know, he got beaten up. He took some bats and stuff like that. Okay, it's realistic to that point. Also, the fact that he took out 10 guys. That part, movie. But I mean, and I mean the fact that he took out Roe with like the swiftness, the easiness. Like my man was coming from a bullet injury. He got shot from Roe, like early in the movie. To just like, yo, this knife fight, you ain't got these hands. He's like, That part was kind of cool, but everything else, I'm just like.
So to me, in my memory, it was much better. When I watched it the second time, I still think the fight scenes are pretty good, right? But they're good in the sense that it's probably how the fight would play out as you expect. That it's a fast and violent, termination. They don't have any particularly long, dragged out fights except for the final scene, which I enjoyed, but I was kind of mixed about him having the knife fight with him because I was like, but why though? Right?
Warrior.
Not even. Yeah, I know he's the warrior guy, right? But like,
bro, he was like, yo, I'm about to throw away this free ass win to get fucking killed for a legendary heroic battle. Bro, just put 2 in his leg.
I mean, yeah,
1 in his head.
Yeah, but like,
movie over.
I would have preferred the film for it to be like a longer knife or something, right? Because I guess the point was that it was lethal. They still managed to make it look pretty decent, arguably pretty cool. So, I guess I can't complain too much. But
speaking of which, I'm glad you brought it up because I got one thing I got to ask you about. How do you feel about the fact that in this movie, out of like 100 different bad guys, we only see 2 people, including our protagonist and Roe, use a fucking gun?
That makes sense in the context because of gun control being a big deal, right?
You can't see me right now, but I'm just blankly staring. I was like, if these 2 characters are able to get a gun, why don't these other guys at least have a pistol?
Well, see, that's the thing, right? It's a big deal because you even hear the guy at the end of the film say, "How did he get a gun?" Right?
Oh.
The guy who's been doing all of this stuff. So
okay, maybe it might be a thing in Korea where guns are not readily available.
The fact that he even mentioned that at the end, like, how did he get a gun? The villain saying that, right?
Yeah, I remember the guy saying that. I was like, bro, he brought it in with him. What do you mean? How do you? Bitch, he had one from the beginning.
Yeah.
You got your second-hand guy roll with a gun. Where's your gun?
Well, to be fair, like, he probably never would have imagined that scenario happen that he just went through. Like,
I bet you didn't. So my game pulled out a 9. He was like, "Oh fuck, I fucked up."
Yeah. So, one final question: do you like the ending?
It was an ending. It was satisfying. Did they been clamoring for more? No. Serviceable. Let's go with that. It was serviceable.
The actual question that came to my mind when I was watching this.
Tape the question. You mean next question?
John Wick or this?
John Wick. What do you mean?
Which one do you?
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick or this?
John Wick. Any version of John Wick. Keep the next question.
No hesitation.
Like I said, next question. Come on.
Okay, well, now that's it. That's it. That's all the questions I had. If I cut out that question, that was so fast.
No, I'm gonna fucking leave it in. This man asked John Wick or Man for Nowhere. Man for Nowhere can stay where he's at. Nowhere. Guess you're gonna fucking.
Well, look. Okay, so John Wick came out many years later, right? Than this film did, but like, I personally think that. No, I'm pretty sure that's the case. I ain't guessing.
You don't have no facts for me.
You can look it up. Show the facts that I'm right here. But anyway, what this film does better is that the motivation of the protagonist seems much more palatable. Okay?
As far as Man from
That's it.
Nowhere, Tay has, yeah,
Yeah,
the version that
yeah,
my
yeah.
man's not
John
just
Wick.
doing for the revenge of a dog in a fucking car. That part I get. Like Man from Nowhere, like yo, they have a girl. Like the whole time, the part that kind of floored me is like the cops. I guess because they keep it strictly with the DE agents, they never show anybody trying to look for the girl. In no case, like it's like, oh yeah, we see her on a machine stealing money. Okay, and bro, her mom got fucking killed, which we didn't talk about. What about the fucking girl? Like the whole reason why he's going on this whole massacre is for the girl. I want to have a rant about the beginning scene where we get introduced to Somi and our protagonist. Okay, um, so one thing is the girl Somi, she has no sense of self-preservation. My girl goes and has lunch with a 20, 30-year-old man. Damn, I don't care what country this is in. I'm not me as a kid, I don't ever see myself personally go have lunch with an adult that I don't know anything about. Especially the opposite sex being a girl. That part that threw me off. And the fact that okay, sure she might think he was a nice guy and everything, but that's not what was presumed. Because they have a whole conversation where apparently the mom lays out and says that he might be a child molester. And she tells him that. My man's like, do you think I'm a bad guy too? And she jokes, oh, look, you can be the prison type. My girl, he can slap you over the face with a plate right now. What's going on? What's
So,
really going on?
so this is where I think the English dub does a bit better, right? Because in the English dub, she doesn't say you look like the prison type. She says, "Well, you do look like you live in a prison." The context of it is different, right? That said, I understand where you're coming from. I don't really have an excuse or insight into it. The only insight I really get is that the daughter knows a tough type when she sees a tough type, I think, to some extent, right? Because of the lifestyle that her mother has. But what's unclear to me is that how naive she is, because she goes from, like, her character floats from being a naive little girl that's just trying to make it by, but also having some talent in what she does, right?
My girl, she's
Like,
she's on the
what?
spectrum of being mentally challenged. Nothing against mentally challenged children, but she goes from that to like stealing stuff and like goes doing that to like, just getting money from a bank using an ATM card.
No, I just think, it seems dumb to us, but
It seems
she
dumb
probably
to Tay
has.
as well. Do you not remember that scene
Dumb,
where at the end of the scene he's looking at her bewildered too? He's like, yo, why are you still here?
I well, I just think she just has a better sense of, like, empathy and figuring out who's a good person or not, I guess, if you want to simplify it, because the other person that she befriends, right, is the person that makes it so that she doesn't lose her eyes in the end. Now, her mother was a weakness of her in that her mother was neglectful, but if she didn't care about her mom, she probably would have just ran.
Yeah, and the fact that
Because if she
I'm
didn't
not mad
have,
at her like following the grandmother. Some people say, yo, my girl, just run. You out in the open. What the old lady gonna do to you? We talking about a girl who's like, she's like
has
in her
nowhere.
younger teens. I'm scared. It's dark, right? I don't
Yeah,
blame her
no,
for that. She acted the way I would think any child would in that case.
no, I know. I agree with you. I agree that she reacted that you would expect, right?
But back to my
But
rant. I'm gonna go back to that scene. Let's go to the fact that right as that scene's going on, the mom comes out and starts yelling her name. Said, "Sold me, where the hell you at?" So of course the guy comes out. He's trying to stall, trying to hide the girl. He doesn't want her to be found by mom's trouble. So then, as he comes out and he's able to hide the fact that Somi's there, the mom, yo, you want to hit me up, my apologies. I'm getting this whole scene mixed up. That's how riled up I was. She was like, yo, bitch, if you trying to talk to my daughter, I'll kill you if you touch her. It's like, in my mind, I said, like, man, you don't teach your daughter not to talk to strangers, let alone don't go eat lunch with them. That's your fault. I was so thrown.
so I said earlier about the relationship, man. Like, I really think that to some extent they must have known each other, right?
Ah,
Because the way she was reacting, like, that wasn't the first time that she's done that, right? We may not know how many times she does it, right? But even the way that she talks to the stranger, it's like, someone that she's known.
She be talking like some of these modern women out here. You ask a man out like, yo, if you desperate, then you could just ask me out. My man's just looking at her, and she's like, well, if you don't say nothing, then she calls him a pussy. Like, what? This nobody don't
No,
want
that
you. You use trash out here.
That made me that made me laugh when I heard that. Like that was like the great establishing moment of the character, right? Because she's the dancer in the start of the film. But like, after she got all that stuff, I mean, she also the mother is definitely not a great character, for sure, right? I feel like she had a bit more trust in him than she let on, but she probably just said,
you got third level reading. I did not see any of that.
Let me explain. She has to deal with someone that beats her and all that other stuff, right? Someone that they played the long con and everything with, right? She clearly is a drug addict, right? She clearly has some idea of what she's dealing with the bad side. The reason she called him that is that she just didn't understand how someone who can look like that would act. What's the word I'm looking for? Afraid to jump at the chance to bang her, right? On top of the fact that even if she was consorting with someone that is a quote-unquote bad guy, right? That's another way that she can look at the scene.
Yeah, the way that some guys act whenever they ask a girl out and they say no, so they just go directly to bashing them. Like, yo, man, let me get your number, ma. And they say no. Like, oh, well, you ugly anyway. Like, bitch, just hold your L.
That's true. That's true.
Any lasting thoughts on the movie?
To me, so when I first saw this film, I thought it was amazing. The second time I saw it, I thought it was a good film. But I do not know if that's because I watched the English dub this time as opposed to the original. And like I said, I think the English dub did a pretty good job, but the context and tones of scenes will be different if you watch the English dub. The best example of that is when he threatens to kill her if she didn't come out versus "you thief," calling her a thief. That is two different tones for a child to hear in the film. That portion. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just turn on English subtitles and just see the difference between the dubs and the English dub, the actual.
Okay, nevertheless, my thoughts on the whole movie itself. Sorry to cut you off. I thought it was a good movie. Was it apparent trash? No, I was able to watch the whole movie. Is this something I will go back and watch? No. Did it have me, traipsing through YouTube looking for more videos talking about the movie, which is something that I do for movies that I love? No, not even a little bit. Is it something that I'll call culture? It's a decent movie. I mean, you have to look to compare it against the whole spectrum. Would it ever make the IMDb list? Maybe. It was okay. It was a good movie. Would I recommend it? If you have free time, you want to see some action, a classic revenge story. There's nothing groundbreaking about it. Decent execution by all means. Good movie.
Okay, all right. Well, apparently we're just 1 for 1 about being mid on our recommendation. So what's your next recommendation? Can you break the tie? Can you make me be like, all right, well, you know what? Yeah, no. I love that film.
Yeah. So,
or a television series.
Yeah, with it being, what month is it?
I mean, currently it's October.
Do you know what time it is?
Maybe not for the people watching.
We're keeping this in the middle of its time. It's October. So you know what the time it is? It's Halloween time. It's time to get scary. So I had to go to one of the movies that's highly rated for being a scary movie. I hate scary movies personally. I watch
I don't want to.
But we're going to do this because, like we said, we're trying to get more culture here. So the next movie for our recommendation, Heredity. I hope I'm saying that movie.
Listen, I don't like scary films either.
But we're watching it. We watching it.
Did you watch it?
No, we both watching it.
Okay.
We keeping with the times. It's October, Halloween time.
Well, All right, I guess I want to say, can't you recommend something else? But all right, I guess
Texas
not.
Chainsaw Massacre. Your choice.
No, no. Okay, well, probably would rather
1979
watch.
version. I came with two.
I probably would rather watch that. I was gonna say, might have
So
to cut
we're
a portion
doing
of
we're doing
this
Texas
out.
Chainsaw Massacre 1979.
Yeah, I would rather watch that. But
Okay, so that's gonna be our next week's video after this one.
wait. I have a better one.
Ain't this my recommendation?
I guess. Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah. Now, all right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then.
Okay, thank you. Sorry guys, thanks for appearing to our video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We hope to bring more videos coming to you soon. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys. Peace.